Tinted. I have a tutorial, and I gotta be honest, this look got me feeling myself a little bit, so hopefully it'll do the same for you. So this time I am going to talk all the way through each of the steps that I'm doing. I'm going to start this tutorial with my foundation and my brows on, just because it takes way too long to do that. If you want to see a special video on how I do my brows or anything like that, I have some linked down below. It has changed a bit, so if you really want to see that, then I can film another video about that, but just let me know down in the comments. So if you want to see how to get this look, of course, keep watching. So first off, I like to start with my hair off of my face. I'm loving these clips from Drybar. They stay in place really well. Then I'm using my Decay primer potion, and I'm putting that all over my eyes. I can't use my fingers anymore because my nails are too long. So what I'm using is this brush from Sigma that pretty much feels and looks like a fingertip. So it works. I make sure that I add enough to really kind of cover my eye to give a really good base for my eyeshadows to set on. And then using my Smashbox double exposure palette, I'm going to go in with a blending brush and that light brown shadow. Only use a little bit. You want to start off with a little and then slowly blend it into your crease and up. Just over and over and over. Literally, you need to blend until you have carpal tunnel, pretty much. But yes, like I said, you want to build this slowly. Don't start off with a ton of eyeshadow and then try to blend it out. That is a guaranteed way to ruin your look. Then I'm going to move on to my concealer and just go under my brows. I am not doing this in any type of order. This is how ratchet and ridiculous and random I do my makeup every single time. So sorry guys. But after I highlight and clean up under my brows, then I'm going to take a powder and just set that concealer and then blend those two colors together so that there's no harsh lines between the brown and the highlight that I just put on. Now I'm going to take a shader brush and I'm going to wet it. The nice part about this palette is that you can use it wet or dry. So with the same color that I use dry, I'm going to use this brush but wet. So that amplifies the color. As you can see, it's a much deeper, darker brown, and it's a much more intense color. I love the way that it looks. And after you're done using it, it dries and you can use it as a dry powder, just like normal, like you never even did it before. So here again, I wet my brush, and this is just a flat shader brush, and I'm using this pink, champagne-y pink color all over my lids. Now, one thing that I will say is that when you wet the eyeshadow, it doesn't pick up as much, so I had to go back in a couple of times to pack that color onto my lid. But now what you're seeing me doing is just kind of blending out the outer corners a little bit more, adding a little bit more product where I think I need it, and blend. And then I'm taking my Anastasia brow gel, and I'm just kind of putting my brows in place and using my Benefit eyebrow pencil to kind of make my brows a little bit more perfect. As I do my makeup, I start to see little things that I want to change, and I touch them up. So here I'm putting some under eye concealer, using one of those little mini beauty blenders. These are so cute. And of course my NARS. And then when I move up to my forehead and my nose, that's more of like highlighting that I'm doing there. And then I am just setting my under eyes. And I like to make sure I do some sort of baking or setting because my under eye area will crease, and the NARS just settles into my fine lines. Ugh, I hate that. And yes, I'm still using my broken up Sephora powder. I ain't choose the Thug Life. Thug Life chose me. So I'm just going to use my contour brush from Sigma and that powder foundation and contour my cheeks and my forehead, my temples. Just give my face some dimension and some depth. I do not like an uncontoured face. I don't know. So what you see me doing here is I'm kind of just wiping off all that extra powder that I used to set my concealer, and I just wipe the brush off on my hand so that the extra powder goes away and just kind of flies all over the place, which is cool, but it's better to be all over like my sweatpants than all over my face. So now I'm going in and I am contouring my nose. Honestly, this foundation is a little bit of a shimmering foundation, so I just only use a little bit when it comes to contouring my nose, because if not, it looks kind of muddy and gross. So I'm going in with that same dark color and a random shader brush. I don't know where I got this from, but I'm just smudging that brown out underneath of my eyes, and then I went in and smudged that same lilac color as well on the inner side of my under eye. now what you see here is me winging out my eyeliner. I take my time with this cat eye. You just have to, or else it won't turn out right. And I always use a smaller mirror that's much closer so that I can really see the detail of what I'm doing. And as you can see, I just kind of go really slowly and take it piece by piece, trying to make sure that I can get the perfect cat eye, because it's better to take your time than to screw it up and have to start all over, right? Alright, so now I am adding in some mascara to my natural lashes, getting ready to apply my falsies. I love these falsies from Ardell. These are just their wispy lashes, and oh, they just look so amazing. So anyway, I'm going to take some duo glue and put it all across the lash band, trying to show you a little bit of how that goes here. And then I put my mirror down. You have to angle it down and then look down so that it's really easy to apply your lashes. And you can kind of see what you're doing a little bit better there when you look down as you apply them. Don't look straight, look down. So now I am pinching my lashes to the falsies just to kind of make it look a little bit more seamless and more natural. And again, you see me looking down, and then I place it in the middle and then place the outsides of the eyelashes. And then once they're in the right place and I like it, then I start to pinch to make them closer. See? And I love this little tool. I got it from Ardell, I believe, as well. So I'll put that down. Here you see me doing some mascara to my bottom lashes, just a quick 2 coats on the bottom there. And then this is my favorite blush from Bobbi Brown. It's actually a bronzer, but on my skin tone it's more of a blush. It really just warms up my cheeks and is a natural kind of blush of color, which I really like. And then this is kind of scary looking, but I like to completely like mute out my lips before I put on any lipstick. Oh my god, I look totally dead. Then I'm going to go in with this two-toned lippy from NYX that is really cool. It's got 2 sides to give you a ombre lip. Literally, as I'm applying this lip, I'm thinking inside of my head, I'm not really sure about this lip color with this eyeshadow. But I do love this product. So one side of the pencil is nice and precise. As you can tell, I'm lining my lips really well. And then the other side of it is a little bit thicker, so you can just kind of shade the middle. And then I just kind of go in and fill it in a little bit to make the right kind of ombre or highlighted effect that I wanted. Then you know I had to go with my Marc Jacobs and highlight those cheeks, honey, and that nose. But like I said, I didn't love the lips, so I wiped it off halfway through this tutorial, and I went in with a new color because, I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. So I went in with more of a nude color from Tarte. Again, this is another matte lip, but as I started to apply this, I realized I didn't love this lip either, but I wasn't going to change it again and dry my lips out and have myself looking crazy. So what I did to kind of make myself like this look a little bit more is I used this same pink color that I used on my eyeshadow, that lavendery pink, and I put that right in the center. You see how that kind of gave it some dimension? I like it after that. So anyway, then I spray with my Caudalie spray, the Beauty Elixir, and then I also put in a setting spray, and this is the final look. Deep inside in your heart, you still hope that he cares. You've been waiting up all night. Okay, that is it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. I'm really into the shimmery, shiny metallics on my eyes here lately, and I even noticed, like you saw, I changed my lip. I don't know how much I'm into matte lips anymore. It just depends. This was my look. If you guys liked it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and tell me down in the comment section, do you think I should have kept the old lip or do you think the new one was better? I don't know, I can't really decide. So you guys let me know down below. If you want to see me in between these videos, you know what to do. Follow me on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. All of those I will link right here so that you know they're all at MsTrueHappiness. Nice and easy. Alright guys, so that's it for now. Love you. See you in the next video.